It's the only person below White Holiday in the ComicsGate phone book. It's my favorite failed clone of Peter Sammetti. The YouTube WyzGyz. How you doing, Conrad? Welcome to the show.
Hello. Welcome to WyzGyz Entertainment. This is your host, Wyman. We're joined today by our special guest, Devoche.
Hey.
How's it going?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Good.
Thanks for having me on. It's a pleasure to be here.
Of course. Absolutely. Welcome, Adanui. Hello. Welcome, Clockwork. Sheltering.
Oh, it's a little kitty cat.
Oh, okay.
I can see it on my laptop over here.
Is that on the YouTube side?
Yeah. That's cute.
Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. A little cat in a box. Nice. That's cool. I wish those kinds of emoticons would translate into StreamYard.
Oh, Streamlabs, yeah.
Yeah, what a bummer.
That's okay.
Well. Hey,
Well,
it is what it is.
But yeah, it's so good to be back. Thank you for having me on so soon.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we definitely want to see this thing get funded. I came in on it quite late, in fact.
That's partly on me, and I was. It's been a tough November because I didn't really have time to promote it because of work. Because the holiday season, it's we had a lot of mandatory overtime at the warehouse. So.
Oh, I bet.
Gotta get those packages moving. So.
Is it similar to like those Amazon warehouses?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. All logistics, and it's a lot of labor, but it pays well, and it's a pretty easy job, but it's taxing.
Keeps you in shape too.
Yes, sir.
With all those heavy boxes, you get people cramming in stuff into the smallest of boxes, kind of like me. Anyway, so abandon your wings.
Yeah, my pride and joy.
Awesome.
And so I was like I was saying in the back room, up until we went live, I was working on the page because I added a few things, and I would love to talk about it. It's a big update.
Oh, nice. Let's start first by playing the intro.
Oh yeah.
I really do like that song.
Oh, thank you.
The reason I was
my brother's gonna love to hear that.
The reason why I was all smiling is because, when I see the scenes where you see it has a shot of each gal and then they take a moment to look at you in your direction.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like a look that says, "Hey, I'm in prison. Come join me and keep me company."
Oh my God, I didn't really think of that. Well, yeah, I love that trailer. For anyone who's new or stumbles upon the stream, I made that video all by myself. It was my first time animating. I really wanted to go all out on it, but I had to realize my limitations, so I pulled myself back. But I still love how it all turned out.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's tough. It's tough, man.
Now, so you're an animator as well as an artist, right?
I wonder about that. I mean, does doing one project make me an animator?
I don't know. Well, I mean,
I'd be cool. I'll take the title, but
this includes some animation,
mm-hmm.
And being able to put something like that together takes time.
Oh yeah, it took me over 400 hours for that.
Oh yeah, I can believe it. Yeah, that's anytime you're dealing with animation, it's like what, 32 frames a second, or is it 24 for?
So I use 24.
24, and then
which
you.
I mean, but you do it every 2 frames, so it's like technically 12. But there are some that do like 60. Like I think the old Superman animated thing was 60. And that was like a wild style.
Wow.
But
But
sorry,
that's from what? Was that from the 50s or 60s? Is that the animated
you know the one I'm talking about?
Which
It's like it was all done by hand. Like every single frame, I mean, was like fluid.
Oh wow.
It was different like from the like Bruce Timm's animated series.
Okay. All right, different from that one. What was it, like the predecessor?
I think it was like the very first one. I remember seeing like a documentary on it. And how they said it was so I'm actually looking it up.
Because I thought the first animated Superman cartoons were in black and white.
I think it was that one.
Oh, okay. All right.
Again, I might be talking to my butt on that, but
yeah.
I just remember it's being so beautiful.
Right, right.
Oh yeah, but frame rate, yeah, it's difficult.
So it's like you take 2 pictures of the same frame, and then you take 2 more pictures of the next frame. Is that right?
Yeah, something like that. So like in Clip Studio, I would just draw one frame, have it extend one other frame, and then keep going on. But sometimes it gets complex where you have characters moving all the time. So like the one we were talking about with them looking at you, I had to move one character on one set of frames, and then the other character moved on another set. So sometimes they overlap, and so you just have to know where to put them on the frame timeline. Does that make sense?
I think I see what you're saying.
It's kind of hard to explain unless you actually look at the whole timeline in the software.
Right, right. Excuse me. And is it kind of laid out like audio tracks where you've got, say, 8 tracks and then they're all stacked on top of each other?
Oh yeah.
And you position the piece of music for the beginning, and then you place whatever music you want next, and then sometimes you'll want to overlap just to have a transition.
Yeah, it's exactly like that, but it gets a lot crazier because you put things in folders, and then like you have to zoom out to see the whole picture. But then if you want to edit it, you have to zoom back in. So it gets really crazy if you don't organize it. And so most people who do tutorials on YouTube, they don't really organize it, and it gets kind of crazy to follow them along.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, at one point I wanted to be an animator, but I didn't really push, and I never really push myself to, spend a lot of time learning how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So what are the key things that
that I changed?
Update on this page?
So I wanted to give some more to the other perks. I wrote down a few things. I gotta make sure I get everything. But the big thing is that the first 200 backers, I'm gonna put in an art print, and that was what I was working on last night. If you scroll down a little bit further, it's right in the first one. Yeah, right there.
Sample work in progress.
What was that?
Sample work in progress.
Yeah. I still gotta do Nafia, and then the background, and then the slime. So I got inspired, and I wanted to do something not fully erotic, but something very pleasing to the eyes.
Okay.
I also want to see how much I can get away with at the printers. Because if I can get them uncensored and the printers are fine with it, I might just go with that. Because again, this is meant for adults, not for kids.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I want to test the boundaries and see how far we can go.
Nice.
But yeah, first 200 backers, completely free. The size of the print, I don't know what I'm going to go with yet.
Okay.
I want everything to fit in the Gemini mailer.
Right.
That's not going to be like crazy expensive. But I'm not going to make it like super small. Like, oh, here's a little print for you guys. I want people to actually like maybe even frame it.
Oh,
wishful thinking. But yeah, they're going to be numbered. I'm going to try to get them numbered, or maybe I have to handwrite it and just have like the printer have like a little thing in the corner.
Right. Yeah, either way. I mean, I don't know how much it would cost price-wise between them printing. Well,
I don't think they could.
Hmm.
Because when they send it to the well, I guess it depends on if they use the roller or they use digital printing.
Oh.
Because if it's digital, I guess it would be, just type in a code and then, or in the settings, and it'll do it all for you. But if it's a roller, they can't really change the plate.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So yeah, I just gotta look for the right printer. If they can allow me to, to be, to be free with it,
Gotcha.
I gotta see what's going on.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, and then with the perks, the big thing I did was with the $100 tier. Oh yeah, I redesigned this whole thing right here.
Oh yeah.
Make it a little bit easier for people to know what's going on.
Oh wow.
Because I remember last time we were like, is the trading card, is it an actual print? I was like, it's the trading cards right here, and then the ink darts on this right there. So yeah, with the $100 one, I wanted to put people's names in the book. Yeah, I wanted to keep that. So I wanted to sign the $50 tier, but I wanted there to be a big difference between the $50 and the $100 tier.
All right.
And then
name in the book.
And then with the $200 one and the $1,000 one, I included a T-shirt. Are you familiar with sublimation T-shirts?
That sounds familiar. Share with us what sublimation is about.
It's all good. I mean, most people don't usually get them because they're a little more expensive. I love them because they're super soft. But one of the things is how they print them. So the shirt, they use like a different type of ink or a different type of printer for it.
Okay.
But they stand the test of time where you can like wash it like 50 times or like even more than that, and they'll be able, you can still see the picture clearly. But because when you wash a T-shirt with those I forgot what the type basically like when you go down to like the boardwalk and you get one of those shirts handmade, right. They last in the wash maybe like 20 to 50 times before the white starts to fade out.
Oh, all right.
But with sublimation, it's like it's set for for a while. So you can wash it, you can wear it, and you'll still have a really clean picture.
Cool. And
so like Japan makes them all the time. There's a company called like Cospa. And I used to buy their shirts. Because they would have like my favorite character, and I'm like, oh, I want that shirt. And of course, they also made theirs like limited edition. So if you missed out, you'd never get it ever again.
Oh wow! Oh man, that is limited edition.
Yeah.
You said it's called Cospa?
Yeah, COSPA.
And they're in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Does a company like that work with international people?
I have no idea, to be honest. And that's a difficulty with like Japanese companies. Even if they said on their website, "Oh, we're friendly with international people," you can't really talk to them and make business with them because the whole language barrier.
Oh, right. You have to have Google Translate handy.
Yeah, and even then, you probably don't even get a clear translation.
Yeah, that's true, isn't it?
But I guess that's why people like go to China, because Chinese, I think they learn English more often than not. So it's like that they really want to work with Americans and U.S. companies.
Gotcha.
Of course, they're cheaper too. So.
Oh yeah, I can believe it. Excuse me.
Oh, yeah,
so on these tiers, you get 3 trading cards, right?
Yeah, the secret trading card. I wanted to keep it super secret. That's why I didn't like promote it so much.
Oh, cool.
But I wanted, like I mentioned last time I was on here, I'm a big collector of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Mm-hmm.
Trading cards all together.
Mm-hmm.
And having something that no one else has is like awesome. Because there's some Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards that you can only win at tournaments.
Oh.
And everyone wants them. And they're crazy expensive. So I also wanted to kind of do that for this project.
Now Yu-Gi-Oh is a game about having battles, right? Just like Pokemon.
Yeah, dual monsters.
So if you have if you get one of those fancy cards from a con, then it's going to be not only unique, but it's going to have really cool abilities, right?
Well, some of them you can't really use because the cards that are like that, since the public can't have them, they don't want to create this unfair advantage.
Oh, all right, that makes
So most of the tournament cards you can't use, but it's kind of like showing off, like, hey, I'm a bigger fan than you.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
And of course, the whole reselling thing, but that's all right.
Out of curiosity, I know we're on a tangent, but with regards to Yu-Gi-Oh, since a lot of local comic shops have been starting to diversify from beyond just back issues and current issues and going into things like Funko Pops and collectibles, statues, and even trading card games. Have you found that COVID has provided a buyer's market or a seller's market?
I'm not too sure. I don't know if I mentioned it last time, but most of my comic book shops are gone, even before COVID.
Oh, okay. All right.
So like even before then, they were depending on Magic, and less on comic books. And yeah, Funko Pop was the big thing. And I mean that's what GameStop's doing, right?
Yeah. GameStop's in that, but what's interesting is GameStop is also now they're kind of changing, reorganizing to where, from what I understand, they're now selling those 1-up arcade machines.
Oh yeah,
and they're also going into the custom-built PC market where they'll start selling graphics cards and fans and CPUs.
Yeah, I think we were talking about that last time. That's crazy to me because that was the whole thing was like, oh, we're fighting against PC, PC parts and all that.
Yeah,
buy Xbox, buy PlayStation, and then it's like, nope, we're going with the crowd now.
Yeah, I
don't really blame them though.
Yeah, I mean, it might be the way to save them. I'm not sure, to be honest, but I mean, there's no disputing the fact that when I go there, I don't buy games.
Oh yeah, I just go into a window view or
window shop. Exactly. Yeah.
Because most of the time, I don't even buy new games anymore. I can't even recall what game I was like super excited for.
Yeah, I don't even.
Everyone's like, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
And I know everyone's excited for Cyberpunk, but I could really care less right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's not my style of game that I'd be into. I mean, it might be a fun game for all I know, but it's not something that I'd necessarily really gravitate toward.
Right.
Yeah, and I don't. The last game system I ever bought was from probably over 10 years ago, and that was the Atari Jaguar.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't game as much, or do you just PC?
I'm a gamer, but I game on my Mac.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
And also on my phone.
Yeah, I do the same too. How is the Mac with games?
It's good, but I guess there's two ways to look at it. You don't get near the quantity of games on the Mac because companies generally don't want to take the time to port it over. But at the same time, it seems often that the games that are worth playing are ported over. So it's like, I don't need a billion versions of Solitaire or 10 variants of Age of Empires and things like that. I'm perfectly fine with Age of Empires and Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds.
Oh my God.
And, Blizzard still, supports that community. So for the longest time, I was playing WoW, World of Warcraft.
Oh, okay, cool. I never got into WoW because of the whole subscription thing.
Oh, yeah. I can believe it. Madanui says, I've been playing through The Witcher 3, so at least I have that.
I put that in chat. Witcher 3 was good. I enjoyed it. It was a long game, though. I don't think I really finished it.
Oh.
Ever played Witcher?
No, never. I don't really have an interest in it. Not sure why. I just doesn't grab my.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like there's certain games that everyone loves, and I'm like, like Borderlands. I never played it, but I
Yeah,
can understand why people love it. But it's
yeah,
like not my cup of tea. You know, I really play Halo.
yeah. I mean, I played Halo 1 when it was on the Mac, but then as soon as Bungie got purchased by Microsoft to,
Mhm.
make Halo their premier game on the Xbox, uh, I stopped supporting supporting Bungie because I was like peeved that
Yeah, they sell
Microsoft
out.
acquired them. Yeah,
I can understand that, but they turned out two good games, Halo 2 and Halo 3, and even beyond
I've
that.
heard. I've heard. More power to them. As far as I know, Bungie's back on their own again. They,
Yeah, with Destiny.
yeah.
I don't really like that game as much.
I
It's
mean,
the whole. Oh, go ahead.
isn't it more or less the same as Halo, just different characters?
I'm not like super into the lore, but the big difference is that it's like online, and I'm more of like a single player type of guy.
Oh, all right.
So
Uh,
having like to interact with other people when I just wanted to like go into the lore
mm-hmm.
was kind of like disheartening because I was expecting like this like second Halo, story, but then you went it was like, oh, it's a MMORPG or whatever you call it.
Yeah. Yeah. MMORPG. Yeah.
It's like such an old man, like all those damn kids on their online games.
I thought one of the things that was appealing to people about Halo is that it was like multiplayer because I mean, initially it was a lot of single player campaigns, but then they introduced the ability for people to form a little team and then get in a buggy all together. And one person's the gunner, one person's the driver. And
Yeah,
that stuff.
yeah. Halo was the breakthrough for online gaming. I mean, I think Halo 2 was the game that stapled online gaming.
Mm,
But with Halo, you had a choice between I just want to play by myself versus I want to play with other people.
right. Yeah. I mean,
Like I want to get good at shooting in single player, and then like once I'm good enough, I can jump into multiplayer with other people.
yeah. Yeah. I I think it's fair to say I'm pretty similar to, um, you know, type of gameplay you're into, where I'm perfectly content playing single player against the AI.
Oh
And,
yeah,
I enjoy the interactivity with other people in an MMO, but at the same time, I also enjoyed delving into the lore. Like even when I was playing World of Warcraft, I would do a lot of single campaign missions, single player campaigns where, you just go on these adventures. You stop and talk to all the townsfolk, and they send you on missions and things like that.
right, yeah, yeah.
Especially,
I'm the same way. Yeah,
especially when some people online can be such butthead.
yeah, and like some people like they're super hardcore, but there'll be
Yeah,
times where I just want to chill. I just want to shoot things,
right.
explore the world a bit.
Yeah, that was a challenge because in World of Warcraft, when you're trying to go on a raid, it's often hard to find people around your level who are interested in, helping each other succeed.
Oh, gotcha.
You've got those hardcore players here and there that go, "Oh man, why do you keep rolling to take all this cool gear? Why are you trying to take it for yourself? Uh,
Uh-huh.
and how come you're not holding the aggro? You're letting the team die because you're not
Oh,
aggro. You're supposed to be a tank, or your gear isn't high enough. What do you think you're doing trying to be a DPS?"
also they rag on you for not being like super like into it.
Yeah,
Oh no.
yeah. They're not very forgiving.
I can imagine that.
Yeah, so that's what kind of caused a damper on things.
Yeah, and once you lose that, that magic, he's like,
Yeah.
I'll check it later, and then later never comes.
Well, then you got those the things they do with games, like they're trying to appeal to new audiences and draw in more people. So occasionally they'll have these promotions where during this certain time you can quickly level up your character to level 60 or 85.
Oh yeah, like double experience weekend or something like that, right?
Stuff like that, or where they allow you to advance, but it kind of takes all the effort out of it, you know? Because the old school people who started earlier on, like my stepdad and I started as early as open beta of World of Warcraft. And I don't know if you ever saw the episode of South Park.
with them, fighting against the really experienced guy.
Yeah, and there's a part about, having to kill like sheep or
the boar or
the boar, and you literally spend lots of time just killing minuscule stuff to build experience.
Yeah, farming and all that.
Yeah, before you can build up and start affording to get gear or winning gear and replacing it with newer gear. That stuff is legit. It's pretty spot on, that episode. It's one of my favorites.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, it was.
That's what's great about South Park. They pay homage to the things they like, while also like ragging on it so much.
Yeah. I think they, though, like the Simpsons, are kind of wearing out their welcome.
Yeah, same with like Family Guy.
Same. Yeah, a little too many seasons worth of episodes.
Once they become serialized, it's like I guess they run out of content, and they just result to things that are always changing, like politics.
Yeah.
So it kind of runs dry,
Absolutely. So, based on the image of the T-shirts, does that mean
there's a better picture if you scroll down a bit?
Oh, there's
my bad. Yeah.
Trading card drafts. Cool.
There we go.
Nice.
Look at that.
Now, does this also mean that the image is wraparound? Like you're going to see her knee on the side of your body, and then the staff may continue on the back side, or there will be some other characters on the back?
So that's the thing with sublimation. When they print it, they can only do one side at a time. So it won't wrap around. But I think I will put something on the back. Maybe I'll keep it purple. Maybe I'll just ask however many people that get the collector's edition what they want, and go with the majority on that. If it was me, I would try to do like another purple background with something on the back, or maybe have another character.
Is this so this is actually purple?
Yes.
Okay. At first I thought it was black, but now that there's actually an image in the background.
Yeah, it's my logo.
Okay, all right. Because I was going to say you could have the image here, and then you could have your logo on the back with the name of the book.
I might actually put the abandoned right where because this is like a replication of the comic book, so I might put the logo there. Again, I'll see what they want, what the fans want.
Okay.
I never want to assume. My case might be different than theirs, and it's their hard-earned money.
And the shirt has a white collar. Then is that how?
No. I had to make this in Clip Studio.
Oh, all right.
And so I don't know how they're gonna print it.
Oh, okay. All right.
I've gotten a shirt from the company I'm using. They do a great job, but I used a white tee and with just the characters on top of the white background.
Oh.
I don't exactly know how they do the collar or if they include it. But I can guarantee them that the shirts are amazing.
Cool. I was wondering if it would be more economical to start with the purple shirt and then print just the logo with the image.
Well, I think with sublimation, they have to start with a white base.
Oh, all right.
And so the shirt has to be white. I think they can do black shirts, but they have to use a different ink.
Okay.
But yeah, the process is completely different than how people usually make regular T-shirts with like a printing press and You know, the tensils and all that.
Right. Cool. Yeah, I'm very big into t-shirts, so
I love them too.
I gotta find a way to get this. Let's see here. So
I mean, if we reach the goal, man, I'll give you one for free. You were the first one to have me on on the show.
What?
I mean, I know I mentioned I was on Peter's show, but that was like an open mic.
Oh.
You were the first one to invite me, and take some of your time out of your day to have me on your show, and I super appreciate that. Thank you so much, man.
No big deal. I appreciate you coming on.
That's a big deal to me. I mean, something small like that, the small gestures, it means the world to me.
Let's see here. Yeah, I would really love to see this like soar and get some of these goals reached.
Yeah.
Anytime that there's a chance to
increase the number
of pages is cool with me.
Yeah, same here. I would love to do it.
Training cards, swimsuit and lingerie, ashcan. Oh man, I need that too. What the?
I would love to do that. I want to learn how to do lingerie, like some of the other artists. I try to not say the word hentai.
Oh, okay. All right.
But I know that either way, I mean, YouTube will probably go crazy just off the art alone. I saw what happened with you. What exactly is flagging YouTube to come after you so much? Is it just thumbnails, or is it
I don't know if it's specifically. I think it's their bots. I think it's their algorithm and how their bots are trained to look for certain things.
That's crazy.
The most recent thing. All right, so the community guidelines warning supposedly had to do with this stream I did where it was just me doing. I guess it was actually a live stream, but I don't think anyone joined in, or maybe it was a video I did on my own and uploaded. But I was watching this movie, which is kind of like a, what do you call it? Biography or autobiography? No, it's a biography of Steve Jobs.
Oh, okay.
Because that kind of stuff interests me, you know.
Yeah, same here. People's lives and.
Yeah, so I was watching that, but I back and forth. I was showing very short clips of it, just to give them an idea where in the movie I was.
Oh, okay.
And I think that might have been what they were having a conniption about, or maybe they caught a glimpse of how I was watching the movie.
Okay. Were you playing the audio, or was it just you were just showing it?
I think there were snippets of audio, but I don't. It's not like there was music in the background, to my recollection. Whenever I did clip it, it was basically dialogue.
Oh, okay.
Because it was like compiled interviews and things like that. People who knew him and stuff. People who are in the industry during that time period.
Oh.
And I don't think there was much in the way of music. So YouTube thought I was like committing schemes and scams or something, or providing misleading information, or I never received any clear explanation, and I'm still trying to dispute it, bring it up to YouTube. And I tried
as long as it was short clips, I really don't. I mean, it could be fair use. As long as like you showed the whole thing, right?
No, most of the time it was. I guess it was just footage of me watching, and that's the thing. I like to do watch-alongs, but I think it's got to be boring as hell to those watching it, just seeing me and not seeing what's on the screen, you know?
Yeah, and it's like trouble having for them to set up their own thing to watch it with you.
Yeah.
And you might not time up right, and it's a pain.
And I want to do other watch-alongs, but I think what I'm going to end up doing is just have a clock somewhere on screen that indicates what the timestamp is for the movie at any given.
Yeah, that'll work.
And then just have like a static screenshot of what the cover of the movie is or whatever. And then the most recent one where they removed a video from my channel. Actually, they did it like twice for the same content. I was promoting a book called Vedita.
Yeah, I saw that. That's what I was talking about. Like, that's crazy.
And since they took it down when I merely scheduled it.
Mm-hmm.
I think what they're doing is they're looking at it's got to be the bots though. But then I don't know why they would flag it as such, because they said inappropriate content. So they removed the video. So we proceeded and did the stream anyway. So I think it's recorded to YouTube. Maybe in part because StreamYards is broadcasting to YouTube, but it's not visible to my knowledge. I haven't checked on it recently. And what I do is whenever I prepare a stream, I take a snapshot of the image that creators are using in their
campaign.
Yeah. So I had a screenshot of his character, and you can tell she's wearing an outfit, but at the same time you can see a little more. Basically, she's got nipple piercings.
Yeah, I saw it. I love that drawing. That's why I was asking. Is it because of the thumbnail? Because were you guys actually live when they did that, or was it before the actual stream?
Before the stream started.
Yeah, then it might be the thumbnail, because I don't think they would go on his page and say, "Oh, this is wrong. We can't have a video about this."
Yeah, it was literally 8 or 10 minutes, 5 to 8 minutes before we were set to go live.
Oh, okay.
And then what I like to do is I open, I often like to open in another tab the stream so I can kind of monitor and see if they try and strike me down. And if they do, then at least I'll know perhaps not to spend much more time talking. Well, I mean, this was like before. Let me see. I like to have the stream I'm on in, like, I've got StreamYard, and I broadcast to Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch and YouTube.
Oh, cool.
So I'll often have Twitch, Facebook, YouTube open in other tabs, so I can check every now and then and see if YouTube took it down. It was more so important because most of my audience is YouTube, and if they struck me down, I didn't want me and or any guests I have to be spending hours talking only to realize later that
it's all lost.
Yeah, it's all lost. So, and then
diversify, yeah.
Yeah, and then there was Christmas of last year, 2019.
Mm-hmm.
I did an 11-hour stream.
Wow.
And they struck me like 6 or 8 times for copyright because I was playing Christmas music.
Oh, that's wrong. If you can play it in like a Walmart, you should be able to play it on stream.
Yeah, I mean, copyright is tricky. I mean, I'm guessing Walmart pays for some service who pipes in the music, who has the license with the recording artists and stuff. I don't know. But
they got to realize that turns off more people than it does like helping their own company.
Oh, for sure. And that's
you're creating conflict with people who love your songs. I mean, why else would they use it?
Yeah, exactly. I think they'd get more business actually, and they'd sell more music if people were allowed to use it on their stuff.
I just think they think in the short term and not the long term. So
Mhm.
like, yeah, we're gonna make money, if we keep doing this, but in the long term, you're losing fans, and I don't know. I don't really see their numbers.
Yep. Mananui says, "Who knows? They'll go after you for virtually anything." Yep, I
And
agree.
that's sad. I mean, they had to have the rules set, which I think they do. They say, "Oh, follow the guidelines," but then they just, on the flip of a switch, they'll change their mind.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of those piercings either, but I like the image. I like the image. Okay, so were there some more major updates
Oh
on
no, no, those were the big ones.
All right.
I think. Oh God, it's been a long night. Did I mention on stream that I've been up all night because I'm off for the rest of the weekend, and so I got super motivated to work on this, and I'm gonna try to like in November. I really didn't promote this as much, and so I'm gonna go into overdrive, and give it one last hurrah.
I definitely recommend going on a bunch more streams. Get your name out.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely trying. I think John Malin, he's got a thing going on tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. He's going to do the CG Presents, I think.
Yeah, so I put my thing in there. I'll see what happens.
Yeah, definitely try and get in on that. Make sure you're comfortable with share screen.
Oh, okay.
So that you can pull up your project so he doesn't have to.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Is there a button? Oh, yeah, there it is, right there. Huh.
And if you need it, well, let's see. Wow, it's really cutting it tight. But if sometime between 1 a.m. and 5 a.m. Saturday, if you needed time to practice, hit me up by DM,
thank you.
and we could mess around with audio and video tests and share screen and stuff like that. You'll want to be ready when you get on Malin's show because it's gonna. You'll typically get about 5 minutes if you're lucky and everyone's digging it. Then you might get as much as 8 or 10.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like Peter's, or it's like open mic where you just they create like a roulette of people coming in and out.
Yeah, he'll have a list of people he's going to showcase based on whoever responded to his tweet, and you show your project. If your intro video is short enough, then you guys can play that. But also have your elevator speech prepared.
Yeah, I got to work on that. I usually just wing it because whenever I have a script, I sound like a robot, and it doesn't sound like genuine. So I do a lot better when I wing it. But like when I was on Shane's stream, I was like, oh my God, I've been caught off guard. And I think it made it worse than having an actual script. But I'm going to work on it.
Yeah. As with anything, practice. The more you practice your elevator speech, the more it'll be like second nature, and it'll just flow off your tongue.
Yeah, I hear that a lot. Where you keep practicing it, and it just comes to you naturally.
Yeah, I used to be in Toastmasters, and that's one of the things I do. You compose a speech, you do your research, you fine tune it, you do your edits. But ultimately, before you present in front of an audience, you got to practice. That's what Steve Jobs did over and over and over prior to any keynote speech.
Right, exactly.
So if he had to, he could resort to the teleprompter if somehow he got lost. But he as I understand, mostly had everything memorized like the back of his hand because he practiced so much and in the theater itself, so he could set up his pacing, his timing, his where he would walk and walk to during parts of the presentation and whatnot.
Oh yeah, when to stop and how to express yourself. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yep.
Some people are just naturally good at speaking like that. They don't even have to practice. Wow.
Well, yeah, that's true. There are some people like that who can speak off the cuff and improvise, but that's not me.
Yeah, same here.
So you're at 4%. We really got to get more eyes on this. Everybody share this. Everybody back this.
Yeah, thank you so much. And yeah, if you could, I would really appreciate it. Even if you just read it, you don't like money. Like I mentioned before, money isn't like the most important thing to me. It would be nice, but if I could stay underground and just pay my bills, I don't have to be rich. I would be more than content just to draw for the rest of my life. You know what I mean?
Cool. But I want to see this in print.
Same here. I want a physical copy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm my biggest fan and my biggest critic because I'll go crazy on like I gotta make this perfect. But at the end of the day, I love my art.
Yeah. Let's see here. 33 days left. So you did an extension, right?
Yep. Right before I got on the show.
So you started off with 30, and then you did an extension to another 30. So this is the 33 days of funding. So we gotta get this thing funded by then, so that you can
so I think it's January 6th is when it ends.
Okay.
Yeah. So today it would have been like 3 days left because it would have ended on Sunday.
Right.
Yeah. So it adds just 30 more days to the total of 60.
All right. So that'll. All right. Yeah. We definitely want to get you funded so you have the option of going in demand to bring in some more money.
Oh, yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be sweet. But I think another part of me would be like only keeping a demand for maybe a month or two.
Oh, just enough time for you to fulfill.
Yeah. And like also like I'm a collector, so I want to reward people who had been here since the beginning. And help me in the original campaign. So I feel like if I leave it up for a year, it's like, more people will notice, but it's like it doesn't. How do I reward people who were here for me when I really needed them the most? You know what I mean?
Right. Well, I think that's why some campaigns they try and sweeten the deal by, especially once you've already done and fulfilled a campaign, on a subsequent campaign, doing like a 24-hour variant cover or special print.
Oh yeah, that's a cool idea. I think Ethan did that, right?
Yeah, he does that.
Yeah, definitely a lot of ideas, things I want to experiment. But it's my first comic.
Mm-hmm.
I can't go really crazy with all this stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why I kind of left the T-shirt to like the higher tiers.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know when you add stuff like that, the shipping, you might need a bigger box. Yep. And if you're shipping it to like Australia, with God knows they'll charge you like $45 for something in a box these days.
Yeah,
I just didn't want to go too crazy and like put myself in the red.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, on your first campaign, you don't want to go buck wild. And I've seen some who, on their early campaigns, they do like 4 or 5 variant covers, and that's way too much.
Yeah, I would have to like know the characters and be invested in the story before I want to get everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because that's how I was with Moon Knight. I had no idea who Moon Knight was until he's like, oh, it's Marvel's side of like Batman. I mean, that's an unfair comparison, but it's like, oh, that's when you first start reading. I was like, oh, it's like Batman, but with moons. He's got all the gadgets, and he goes in the night.
Oh,
you can't help but think it's like Batman.
Yeah, Yeah, true. Let's go ahead and play your trailer once more. Cool.
I love it. I get goosebumps every time I see it.
It's cool.
Thank you.
I am going to give you the floor. Would you share with the world how you can be found on social media?
My biggest thing right now is Twitter. I'm focusing right on that. The hashtag, or no, the Twitter handle is right on the screen. It's at Devoche with an underscore. For some reason, someone's got it without the underscore.
Oh,
I gotta try to get it back. And it's like it's an inactive account, but yeah, I'm the one with the underscore. You can find me with my logo. And if I'm not on social media often, you can always check my website at devoche.com. I will always update that. If I ever have a new chapter, it's always going to be there. So go ahead and bookmark it. And I'm planning on starting YouTube soon. Once I figure out how to do this audio and editing videos, then I'm definitely going to go full ham on that.
All right. Yeah, like I said, I think I got 6 streams to do today. Well, now
That's
5.
awesome.
Yeah, so I think I'll be available 1 a.m. Saturday.
This morning, tomorrow, yeah, Saturday morning.
So if you wanted to do any practice before your stream with Malin, hit me up, and
Dude, I would super appreciate it.
yeah, just
I just gotta depend on when I go to bed.
Yeah,
I'll see what happens.
Absolutely. All right. Awesome. You can find me in the usual spots: Facebook and YouTube, WyzGyz Entertainment, and Twitter, WyzGyz Tweets. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Mark the bell for notifications. Thanks to everyone in chat. Thanks to everyone who will see this on replay, and thanks to our very special guest, Novoa, aka Devoche.
Hey, love you, chat. Thanks for watching.
All right.
Let's get this goal started. Let's get to the goal.
Yep, for sure. Take it easy, y'all.
Take it easy.
Guest that is the only person below White Holiday in the ComicsGate phone book. It's my favorite failed clone of Peter Sammetti. The YouTube translation. WyzGyz. How you doing? Welcome to the show.